Hey everyone, Liz here. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a nice weekend, maybe a 3-day weekend for you. The plague is slowly leaving my house. I'm gonna say I'm the last one that has it, but we're all still reeling from it. You might hear coughing from another room from my daughter napping, and my husband's working from home today, so he's typing in the background. So forgive any of the background stuff, but I was asked to do a tier list, and so here it is. Figure what better thing to do when you're not feeling well. I can do this from my computer. Hopefully you guys enjoy it and get some of my insight on all of these seasons of Power Rangers right here. So in this, so a few things to go over. I'm going to be making myself a little smaller here so you can kind of see what I am looking at. I have 5 different ranks of seasons, and then we'll go through the seasons real quick. Top is, of course, loved it. My favorite seasons. Probably only going to be 2 or 3 in there. Really enjoyed it. Ones that I'd recommend to anyone that watched. Ones that weren't great, but they weren't bad. They just weren't quite my thing, I guess. I have a tier for I haven't fully watched it yet, so I can't really put it anywhere, though I'll at least tell you where I kind of, at least why I haven't watched it yet. And then at the very bottom we have Please Never Again, meaning I never want to have to watch that show again. Please. So, those are my rankings. Now, with this tier list, it is not like Mega Force and Super Mega Force. It just says Mega Force. So, you kind of have to, you're considering the regular season and the super season, kind of put them into one. So, imagine those 45 episodes versus 45 episodes of Mighty Morphin Season 1 or whatever. I don't know, there was like 51, but that's how we're going to do it. Also, for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it's going to be kind of tough because it's seasons 1 through 3, and I'm guessing they include Alien Rangers, which is a little crazy. I'm not really going to include Alien Rangers in my thing of this. I'm just going to try to get the feel for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and what it was, all of that. So, let's get started. I'm going to get started with just the top one. Anytime someone asks me, Ranger Liz, what is your favorite season of Power Rangers? You know it. I know it. The American people know it. It's Power Rangers RPM. It really is. I absolutely love Power Rangers RPM. It's my absolute favorite series. And I gotta put it up there because, everybody knows it. It's not like you'd be waiting for it. So, and I'll also start with one that's in the very, very bottom. And this is not probably going to be a big surprise to you guys either, because if you've been here for a while, you know my thoughts. I had to review it. It wasn't good, my friends. Power Rangers Ninja Steel. No, guys, it wasn't. I never want to have to watch that show again. For what started as such promise, and the actors are great, and I love them, but it was bad. It was bad, folks. And so while I'm going through this, I know you guys are going to be letting me know down in the comments, what do you think about my list? Is it great? Is it garbage? Let me know. What's your top show? What's your least favorite show? We're going to have some fun. Where should we go? Maybe let's go oldest. Let's start with the OG. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, I kind of thought about this list ahead of time, very briefly, but this can all change on the fly, or even while I'm doing it. So, let's see where this goes. But the OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it's tough to say seasons 1 through 3. That was huge. It started with the core 5, and then you have Tommy, and then you have no Tommy, and then you have White Ranger Tommy, and then you have a brand new cast coming in for 3 Rangers. It's a little bit wackadoodle, right? And then to change from and then Kat came in instead of Kim, so it wasn't, it's really hard to just think of Power Rangers like that. If I had to go back and rewatch it all through again, this is kind of how I'm basing these is, if I had to rewatch it, how excited would I be? I'm going to put Power Rangers, kill me, not great, but not bad. I know, y'all gonna be like, seriously, you're the Power Ranger fan, and you're gonna call Mighty Morphin Power Rangers not great. Season 3 I really enjoyed. Season 2 I enjoyed. Season 1 was okay. None of it was bad, but man, when you look back, the things that I love now, I love the plots and the characters and stuff. We got a lot of, every week you learn something new about these Rangers because they always had another hobby. They always had something else to do. They even had parents. But there wasn't really a giant overarching plot for the most part. They're very standoffish, very standalone-ish. They were getting their feet wet. Not a bad season, by any means. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is not the greatest. Excuse me. Here is one that's probably going to shock you guys too. Power Rangers Zeo. I watched it when I was a kid-ish, and I went back and I've watched bits and pieces of it, but I've still never really watched it from beginning to end. So while I could just say I haven't fully watched it, I'm going to put it under not great but not bad, because I've seen enough of it to know that I will enjoy it to some extent, but I also remember not fully really liking it as a kid. So we're going to go with that for Power Rangers. I know Zeo is like top the tops of some people's list, so that one is probably going to give me a little slack. We'll go from there. Power Rangers Turbo. I'm going to throw it under haven't fully watched, but anytime I have to go to watch it, I just don't really like it. I've tried to start watching it in the past, and I can't do it. Demetria, Alpha 6, just the whole, like, I can't stand them. And it's crazy, like, going back to watch it, because I'm watching other mentors, and especially once the Turbo Rangers change over, you know, and it's not Tommy, and it's not like, oh, but Tommy and Zordon, whatever. No, this is, you know, TJ and Demetria. This is a different dynamic. I just really didn't like it. Turbo, meh. Not a fan. But Turbo led to something absolutely fantastic, and that is Power Rangers in Space. That, to me, I did really enjoy it. It's not the top of my list, but it's definitely, I'd probably say, in my top 5 or 6 seasons. The story with Astronema and Corone, the killing of Zordon. I mean, it was epic, and it was absolutely amazing. And, you know, the more I think of it, it might go under one of my favorite ones. This list is subject to change as this video is being made, right? So in Space, the final countdown moments with Bulk and Skull saying they're becoming a ranger. I mean, yes, there was filler, there was whatever, there was some silliness, as any of them do, but it was a great series, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. Coming out of In Space, let's go to Lost Galaxy. Lost Galaxy, I watched the first Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. I have watched, I watched the team-ups of anything. I've watched some of the stuff. I've heard it's really good. I have to put, haven't fully watched it yet. People say it's really great. I tried. I would put it under not bad, but not great. But I haven't given it a full try yet, so I'm going to put it under haven't fully watched. Let me know if you love Lost Galaxy and why it should be maybe the next show that I go ahead and watch. So where we go from there? We go to Lightspeed Rescue. Lightspeed Rescue. I really enjoyed Lightspeed Rescue. I loved the fact that we had Titanium Ranger, the brand new Power Ranger, American-only footage. We created our own Power Ranger, and I think that's a reason to brush some dirt off the shoulders right there. Just so awesome what they did. I like the fact that they were adults that were chosen kind of, you know, for a purpose. I love the in-team chemistry with all of them working together. I think they all got at least a bit of a plot. There was some definite silliness in it. I mean, come on, Dana's a model, but overall, I think it was really enjoyable. And it was, you know, it's that older school. If you want one of those old school feeling TV shows with Power Rangers, give Lightspeed Rescue a watch, which goes to Time Force. Oh, Time Force. That might move. I don't know. Can I commit to only saying Time Force is really good and not one of my favorites? Time will tell. But Time Force is a really great, really great season. I mean, Jen and Wes, all of them. I think there are some. The thing that makes me go, it's not like the best, is because there are still definitely some characters that I feel like they did not give enough love to. Excuse me. And the ending with Rancic. I was not a fan of the ending with Rancic. I actually told him that when I met Vernon Wells once. Okay, I'm back. I wasn't planning on cutting anything, but that coughing just got way too bad, so I had to take a break for a second. I have a drink. Let's get through this again, guys. I've been sick. I spent my entire weekend out of it, basically sick, and I made through a lot of Toku, but unfortunately, it's not good for making videos. So, let's take a drink. again, Time Force, really, really great season. All said and done, it may get bumped up to the top list. We shall see. After that, I'm going to get a little fuzzy. Let's just go to, let's go left to right at this point. Let's go to Power Rangers Dino Thunder. It's also going to go under really, really enjoyed, but I got to put it, like, way up high. I really enjoyed Dino Thunder. For me, maybe it was almost a bit more nostalgia. When I started getting back into the fandom, when I was like, hey, I actually want to watch Power Rangers beyond my Morphin. I want to see what else is out there. I went to Dino Thunder. It had Tommy in it. It looked, you kind of go with something you're familiar with. There was dinosaurs. There was Tommy. There was high school. Absolutely, that was what made me say, wait a second, this isn't that bad. In fact, it's kind of silly, it's campy, it's kooky, I love it for just being Power Rangers. There you go. There is that one. Jungle Fury, I'm gonna put it in a not great but not bad. I did enjoy Jungle Fury, don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of people who don't like it, and it may just be, where it came in the show, but Jungle Fury actually is a quite enjoyable series. I liked the progression with Casey. RJ is the GOAT. Like, you can't argue with me on that one. I absolutely love RJ. So he's got to get up there. Maybe I'm just really nice with my Power Ranger seasons. Dino Charge. Oh, my God. If it was just Dino Charge, it may be up one of my favorites. Put Dino Supercharge, guys. Dino Supercharge. Maybe I just really enjoyed a lot of Power Rangers. Maybe. Let's go with Samurai real quick. I'm going to toss that one in because I haven't fully watched Samurai. I watched the source footage, Shinkenger, which I really liked. And then I've started watching Samurai. I have started watching Samurai 3 times, and I can never get past, like, episode 8. I will try again. One day I'll make it through. And, after the fact, I heard, like, yeah, it wasn't great, but after the fact with the Neo Saban seasons, I was hearing Samurai and Super Samurai were probably some of the best seasons of Neo Saban. So, I do want to watch them, but I definitely haven't yet. Keep going down the list. Power Rangers Mystic Force. Mystic Force, again, I think it gets the Disney seasons just seem to have gotten a bad rap, but as time has gone on, time has been very, very good to the Disney seasons. Mystic Force, yeah, you had the Chosen One with Nick, and you had that whole thing. But the side cast of characters of Udana is one of my absolute favorite Rangers. She came from that series. Phineas, which was played by the one and only Kelson Henderson. I think it was strong. I liked the whole world of the magic world and the regular world and how they got together. But it's not bad, but it's just definitely, I probably wouldn't recommend it as the first season for someone to watch. Power Rangers Ninja Storm. I do really enjoy Ninja Storm. I did really enjoy Ninja Storm. I really liked Lothor. He was hilarious. He made his own talk show called I Love Lothor. It was just weird and silly, but for some reason I absolutely loved it. The great lines. Who do we attack? Anyone that's not a primary color. There were some very tongue-in-cheek moments in it that I really enjoyed. So, Ninja Storm, you get up there. Moving on down the list before my voice completely goes. Power Rangers Mega Force. Guys, Super Mega Force suits. Super Mega Force suits, favorite suits in Power Rangers. They're favorite Morphin Power Rangers. The Zord, maybe not quite Zords. I love the yellow suit, Ciara Hanna, everything. Mega Force and Super Mega Force were just not good. They just weren't good. They were, oh God, I was actually trying to rewatch a few episodes, and I'm like, I actually remembered them being slightly better than what they were after rewatching them. So, never, it's going to be a long, cold day before I sit back to rewatch Mega Force. Hopping into Wild Force, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say I haven't fully watched it. I watched a handful of episodes. I've watched all the team-ups. Obviously, I watched Forever Red. They were really good, but I still never really gave this show its fair due. I've heard people absolutely love it, that the story with Cole and his family and Master Orc is fantastic. I just haven't gotten there yet, so Sorry about that. Which leaves 2 seasons left. Power Rangers Operation Overdrive and Power Rangers SPD. Once I get them on there, I'm going to see if I need to restructure this list at all. Most of you are probably going to say Power Rangers Operation Overdrive right there. Bottom tier. Horrible. Here's the thing. I watched Power Rangers Operation Overdrive while I was currently watching Ninja Steel. That's right, my friend. After I had gotten through Megaforce and Super Megaforce and most of Ninja Steel, I watched Operation Overdrive. You know what? It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. In fact, I enjoyed the whole Mac robot thing. I liked, because I knew it, like, going into the show. Maybe it's because I had such low expectations for it. Yes, Dax was annoying as crap. I feel so, and I feel bad, I can't remember his actor's name, but that character was just written horribly, right? And I feel bad for them. And yeah, the whole Samuel Benta thing with the Black Ranger, but I gotta tell you, when all things are said and done, I enjoyed the fact that it was an overarching plot. They had to it was like every week, every episode, they had to find a new piece, which gave them a clue to another piece. And it really helped the entire show flow really well together. I did it on a binge watch of just anytime I was, doing dishes, or I had a time I had up on a tablet, and maybe, I enjoyed it because I wasn't just sit there stuck staring at the screen. Overall, it was pretty enjoyable. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. Which leaves Power Rangers SPD, and I'm not really going to give you too much shock on this one. Love SPD. Love, love, love SPD. So if someone were to say what are my top 5 seasons of Power Rangers, RPM, SPD, if I had to move, like if I was going to shift, if you want to call this set in stone, guys. This isn't set in stone, but this is my preliminary ranks, right? And if I had to go through, like, actually rank them from one to the next, I think that would probably go there. You would probably go there. Let's see if we can't move. No, that's probably fine. That's the worst season that's ever happened. I'm so sorry to anybody from that show that's watching it. It was just not good. Which is really crazy because they didn't replace too many people, other than, like, Saban himself, whenever Hasbro bought it, and Beast Morphers is absolutely amazing. So, you kind of give crap to the writers and everyone when the show's airing, going, why are you writing them like they're 3, and then same writers are writing these other characters fantastic, and you go, oh, the powers that be. The powers that be. Power Rangers RPM, absolute favorite one. I love SPD so much. Just a great cast of characters. Please go check them out. And I want to know, and I'm sure you will let me know in the comments. First, thank you if you've stayed this long through all of this. Thank you. But in the comments, let me know how wrong I am, how right I am, what you guys think of this list. And, yeah, let me know what your list will be. If you do one on social media, make sure to tag me in it so I can give it a read, and I'll give you a like or a thumbs up. And even if I don't agree with it, like, I still like to see what you guys think. I'm going to cut it here, mostly because if I talk anymore, I'm going to start having another coughing fit. So I'm going to cut it. Again, thank you guys so much for staying until the end. I hopefully will be back with regular content and stuff this week. It just depends on this cold. But you have a fan-friggin-tastic day, and I will, of course, be seeing you Friday at the Ranger Week in Review, talking about everything that happened in your world of Power Rangers. Television, comic books, video games, merchandise. We have it on the Ranger Week in Review, and I hope to see you there. Have a great day, guys. Toodles.